Wow. Remember that hit movie, Red Sparrow, Jennifer Lawrence as a Russian spy? Well, the plot line, not just for the big screen, it does happen in real life. And I'm about to introduce you to a real life, I guess you could say, Red Sparrow. She was recruited by 18 years old by the Russian armed forces, and trained in the KGB-style arts of seduction, persuasion, and manipulation. She fled Russia in 2006 after falling for one of her targets. Aliia Roza joins us now with her new mission to empower women to get what they want using her Soviet-style training, although she's all-American now. Aliia, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Brian, for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Red Sparrow, was that your story in a way?
Well, in a way, but they wouldn't call them Red Sparrows. They call them Red Swallows in Russia.
Okay. How did you learn your craft? Who taught you your craft in order to get behind enemy lines, persuade them to do what you want them to do?
I was born in a family of high-ranked officer. My father in 1984, and when I turned 18 years old, he brought me to the military investigation department fighting against human and drug trafficking. And I was the chosen one from 350 students. Just like 5 girls were chosen to have this program, the art of seduction, where we learn neurolinguistic programming, persuasion, manipulation, seduction techniques, all the techniques which were collected from the KGB psychologists, and really they programmed us to sacrifice our bodies and our lives for the country. And that moment, because probably I was too young and naive, I thought that I'm happy to sacrifice my body if it would help to save many people's lives. And together with my team, we saved over 500 females.
Wow.
Underage who were kidnapped from the school. Literally, it would be like someone's daughters, for human trafficking, where they would be just like sex slaves till the moment they would be overdosed and died. So I had to infiltrate those gangs and pretend that I would be one of the girls, and then just find out the way to help them out and just help them to escape. And my last mission was to stop drug trafficking coming from Afghanistan.
Right.
And
you did.
Yes, you already.
And you managed to escape and get here, fall for an oligarch, passed away, but now you're in America. You're raising your child. And there are some things that you think that you could teach that you learned in military training that could help people in real life. You said that in many cases, American women need to build some confidence. What are some things that people can do to persuade and seduce?
You see, when I was growing up in a Soviet Union country, the male dominance was so strong. I was constantly abused and raped by my commanders and then by criminals, and I had to sacrifice my body constantly, right? Then when I fled my country, and I lived in so many countries like Italy, France, United Kingdom, Switzerland, Greece, and I shared my story, everybody there was saying like, shh, don't tell anyone, don't share your story, this is too dangerous, just don't say anything. And when I came here like just 2 years ago, and it's just a blessing for me and for my son, because I love this country, and it's the country of freedom, and I felt like now I feel so safe and secure here. I just want to share and want to empower women here. And I started to share these techniques, which actually empowering people, and not just women, but everybody. If you know how, like the art of seduction, you can use it in the office. You can win any negotiations. You can really make your career much better.
You have an expertise, you want to share it. That's the American way. Aliia Roza, thanks so much. We've got to have you back. We'll talk about some principles we could all take from that to make ourselves more successful in business and in life. Thanks so much for coming on.